there. Yes, it's nice to meet you. I'm Jennifer. Yes, I am the teacher on staff this evening at the ASMR Island Resort. How have you been enjoying your stay so far? Good, yes. Yes, we are newly opened. So you missed the morning session talking about ASMR and resources. Sure. Yeah, we want you to be able to take as much as you can from, what you've learned here and apply it at home and go further in getting involved in our community as a whole, not just the resort. So I'd be happy to go over with you everything that we talked about in, or do talk about in that intro session. Do you have something to write with? No, I do have a pencil, just one moment. I forgot to sharpen it today. A little cloud pencil pouch here. So, let me just... Okay, here we go. Old-fashioned pencil sharpener, silly me. So, just get that sharpened for you. Yes, it does make a nice sound, doesn't it? Let's keep going here. Almost got it. Let's see here. It's almost there. No, I forgot my mechanical pencils today. I'm sorry about that. Kind of like number 2 pencils myself anyway. There we go. There, is that good? Okay, great. There you go. Alrighty. Just put it away there. Oh, good. Okay. So, I already got started a little bit here before you came. We are talking about, you can see that from there. What's the drink that you have there? Oh, a pina colada. I love those. They make them so good here. Yeah, delicious. I get them all the time. So, just to start, I'm sure that you're aware, you wouldn't be here, of course, of excuse me, ASMR. Can you see that okay? Let me just darken that in a little. Just turn it a little bit here. So, this stands for autonomous, sensory, meridian response. Okay. And such markers here. Yeah. Now, if you look down here on the flyer, which you have a copy of, here is a definition by the website ASMR-research.org. It states, autonomous sensory meridian response is a physical sensation characterized by a pleasurable tingling that typically begins in the head and scalp and often moves down the spine and through the limbs. So, yes, it can start here, but it can also start, in other places for different people. And while this is, I think, somewhat accurate definition, I personally am still kind of looking for the correct definition for ASMR, because it's different for everybody, and the feeling that I have when I am experiencing this phenomenon is still the unnamed feeling to me, which is why we're really pushing for more research in the field, and for more, universities and biologists and psychologists, neurologists, to really discuss more about what this phenomenon is. But obviously this big community growing is a big step. Now, as I said, everyone has different sensations when they talk about ASMR, and that's normal. There's also a lot of debate about intentional versus unintentional ASMR. Most of us most likely found out that we had it from an unintentional stimuli. Okay, so whatever that particular thing was. And so some people, are strict about only looking for unintentional videos where the person is not intending to cause ASMR. But we've had people like myself and a lot of whisperers pop up doing intentional. Either one is the right way, but everybody's different, and that's the great thing about ASMR. So, let me see where else we would have left off in the lesson plan that you missed here. So, one important thing that we do like to talk about is that learning about ASMR is not just for people who are sure that they have it. It's also for people who are interested in learning more about it. And a lot of people, even like I myself, for example, I don't get ASMR from every video that I see. I will sometimes only get relaxed by these videos, but the whole idea is to reduce stress. And I think that a lot of people get reduced anxiety and stress from, for example, the YouTube videos, then whether or not they're actually getting the tingles or chills or whatever definition you want to put to it. So I really feel that this discussion is for everybody, all humans, because there's more and more pressure on us as a society to produce and perform and communicate so many different things coming at us. So the reduction of stress is really important as for society as a whole, because obviously it drives people to do desperate and unfortunate things to themselves and other people that they wouldn't otherwise have been pushed to do if they had been able to manage their stress a little bit better. So I think, we as a resort here take that stance that the more that we can explore together as a healthy discussion about relaxation techniques overall, the better, that we're doing for society. Now, the actual sensation of ASMR itself is something that needs more investigation and more scientific research, just like psychology did in its infancy or any of the sciences. But so far, I want to talk about, there's another definition on a website called Reddit that has rankings for ASMR videos, and they use the same definition up here, but they, from the ASMRresearch.org site, but they also, call it a few other things, and they warn you it's a physical phenomenon isn't experienced by everyone. If you've never had it before, you most likely won't feel it from the different triggers in this subreddit. Common triggers: slow speech patterns, accents, soft speaking voices and whispers, lip sounds when smacking or eating, like I'm doing now, and clicking sounds, brushing sounds, and let's see what else here. Yes, painting, drawing, instructional videos, watching other people perform simple tasks, getting close personal attention from someone, eye exam, makeover, etc., haircuts, or people playing with your hair, and Bob Ross, who's a famous painter that was known for having that kind of aura about him that brought about the ASMR. So, people are doing a really good job trying to define it, and we should continue to try to do so, but at the same time we get to hopefully enjoy the sensation. And a lot of reports are coming back about the health benefits of ASMR so far, and this is what we're getting just from being a community on places like Facebook and YouTube and discussing, and Reddit, and discussing amongst the thousands of ourselves. For example, Reddit has over 12,000 subscribers on it. We have Whisperers with Gentle Whispering is one that's, over 20,000 subscribers at this point. So, just put these down for a moment. So, this is my purple. So, we are finding, excuse me, that some of the reported benefits of ASMR are reduced stress, better sleep, and reduced anxiety, including reports of people who've been on sleep medications and things like that being able to go off of their medications as a result of viewing ASMR videos on a regular basis before they sleep. So, cure for insomnia, And so these are big things here. These are big things because all of these things have an effect on blood pressure and heart rate and muscle tension, all of those things. So the mind-body connection is really, really powerful, and that's why we found this resort so that people could come and just focus on learning more about it and finding out what their triggers are, things like that. So we will be having more classes, including how to start whispering. If you are interested in trying that, we may be having a class coming up on tips on how to start your own whispering channel or whispering videos. And another hot topic is people who are unfamiliar with the sensation or just new sometimes wonder what the difference is with ASMR between, say, a fetish video or something that is sexual in nature. But what we find is that the particular sensation, obviously if it was something that was sexual, there's already plenty of videos and triggers out there for that. ASMR is something that's come to the attention of us as a group because it is a singular feeling that's different than anything that most of us have ever experienced. So that being said, and also the fact that there's a variety of different triggers for different people, and it's usually not just one thing. So there's a lot of interesting angles and interesting discussions to be had overall about this. Another thing is the volume of videos being produced about crafting, painting, cooking, just for the purposes of ASMR. If you get nothing else from a video, I know I personally learn new things and hobbies and interests every day, all the time. It just is a really creative community around here. So before I let you go, I did want to let you know a few resources other than the Reddit site. So you may want to write this down. This is actually a printout of the homepage of ASMR Radio, and that is at asmrradio.com. I myself am going to be a host at this radio station, and we are going to be going live on the first annual International ASMR Day on April 9th, which is 1 week away in a couple days. So we're all very excited about that. So what you will want to do if you're interested is go to the website, again, ASMRradio.com, and then you'll click right here at register, and it's free. And then the little player will just be down here, and you can tune in and get live ASMR. So we're very, very excited about that. You will also want to, I didn't have a sign printed out for this, so let me see if I can write it out for you, just so you don't get the spelling wrong. So it's is on April 9th, 2012. And to get more information about that day, and we do have contests going on, you will want to go to it's a little hard to see in the lighting here. All those tiki lamps. So you'll want to go to, sorry for the spelling here, facebook.com International ASMR Day, and like that page on Facebook. Okay, so I think that should be about it for the class today, but I do hope that you will attend our next class coming up very soon. And did you have any other questions? No? Okay. Well, feel free to come find me if you do have any questions that arise later. And I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your stay and your sessions here at the resort. And I will see you back very soon. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.